Well, it's Labour Day in Victoria and two clubs who are labouring to make an impression this season for our Monday night fixture, all of which adds up to a battle of the Westgate Bridge that is probably more desperation derby. Melbourne Victory are surely in the last chance saloon, bottom of the A-League ladder for 8 of the last 9 rounds and 9 points outside the final spots. Here's the team news. Melbourne Victory unchanged from the side that started the Big Blue. Jake Brimmer's long-term injury gives Chris Economides the chance to be the creative force in the number 10 role behind Bruno Fornaroli, with Nishan Velupillay the beneficiary of that positional change. Fornaroli looks to add to the 37 goals he's scored at this venue. That's second behind Jamie McLaren, by the way. Paraguayan Fernando Romero is on the bench, still waiting for his maiden start and his first goal for Melbourne Victory. And one change for Western United. James Troisi has picked up an injury and isn't available to start against his former club. So Alexander Prijovic returns to form a front two alongside the informed Noah Botic, who has 4 goals in his last 4 games. Jamie Young makes his 50th appearance for Western between the posts. Steve Lustica continues his comeback from injury off the bench alongside the mercurial Alessandro Diamanti. Our referee tonight is Adam Kersey, his 81st appointment in the A-League, and just the second time he's taken charge of this fixture after a 0-0 draw between the pair in January 2021, and that's still the only goalless result they've produced in 12 meetings. So Western, in the predominantly white strip, get us underway. Time starting to run out for two clubs who squared off for a grand final spot here less than a year ago. Lose today, Daniel McBreen, and it's surely the end of the road for Victory. They need the greater of the two tonight.
Yeah, you're right, Simon. Good evening, everybody. I think it's not too far a bridge at the moment. It will be if there's a loss tonight for Victory. Western United, on the other hand, off the back of a couple of wins, win tonight puts them in the box seat to really push Sydney for what I think may well be the final spot available. The other 5 teams seeming to springboard away from the rest.
As the guys mentioned in the pre-game show, the pitch a little bit patchy in places. A lot of traffic has been on it over the last couple of weeks. So we'll see how that plays out. Still see the markings from the rugby league fixture. This is Leo Lacroix for Western United. Looking to drive that ball in behind for the run of Lachie Wales, but Paul Izzo out to meet it. Izzo might just have one eye on that Socceroos squad announcement on Tuesday as well, with that goalkeeping vacancy now that Danny Vukovic has retired. There's a few candidates.
That's one position there has been plenty of talk about, isn't there? Keepers here and abroad who would love their name to be thrown into the mix. So he's one who has been talked about quite often in previous years about maybe being in there. It hasn't quite fallen for him.
Here's Tongo Doumbia. Wouldn't quite sit for him. Might hear for Lachie Wales. And that's a miscue by quite some margin by Wales. But Tongo Doumbia, just for a moment there, if the ball was sat right for him, he could have had a clean strike on goal.
Yeah, it looked to fall nicely for him. I think it was just the pressure from behind, maybe almost turned into a fantastic assist.
Here's Prijovic, who's gone away from Cadete and crosses it towards Noah Botic, who's in such good nick at the moment. Couldn't keep the header down. He's had a good week as well, signed a new extended contract, Noah Botic, and called up to the Olyroos as well.
This was a great run from Prijovic, and he just hangs it up near that front post. Noah Botic, in the form he's been in recent weeks, you can see very disappointed in himself. Maybe should have hit the target there.
Not sure Cadete did too much wrong, to be honest, looking at that replay, but anyway. committed more fouls than any other Victory player this season. Miranda, Chapman. It's good pressing by Western, and they've won the ball cleanly. Kilkenny in towards Connor Payne, and Jason Guerrier might have got a little piece of that inadvertently as well. There's a clash of heads. Connor Payne has gone down, and the referee has called for attention. In the end, it was routine for Paul Izzo, but that press paid dividends there for Western.
Well, I think the Melbourne Victory players, thought there was a foul there. I don't see it myself. It was a great run from Connor Payne. Jason Guerrier does just enough to get across and get the block on. A little bit of contact there, I think, hip onto the head.
It's a good intervention by Garuccio. Ignores Connor Payne, floats it towards Botic. And it needed that from Damien De Silva, even though he collided with his own goalkeeper. Because Prijovic was just waiting, loitering in behind.
Yeah, gee, this is great play here from Garuccio. Gets the ball and then drives positively. Great run from Connor Payne to draw the defenders back. And Garuccio sees the peeling run of Botic again.
That's good by Fornaroli. Now Valupale finally in behind, away from Garuccio. And he went himself near post and forced a good save. The feet of Jamie Young denying him. Much better from Melbourne Victory.
Great play from Fornaroli and Valupale. This is what you want to see from him. Driving into the box, gets the head up, decides to take it on himself and almost caught Jamie Young unawares.
Wrong option from Prijovic. And they might be caught in transition here, Western. Falami on the charge. Up against Imai. A little deflection off the Japanese defender favours Jamie Young.
Well, he tried to be too cute, Alexander Prijovic, didn't he? He had the overlapping run on the right. The decoy run went through the middle to bring the defenders in. He chose to try to thread the pass instead of playing wide and potentially getting a strike or a cross on for an assist. They ended up defending at the other end.
Oh, Dumbia. Risky ball that was. Fornaroli was onto it in a flash. Western get away with that one. Oh, full-blooded challenge between Guerrier and Garuccio. Garuccio's determination might set up a chance here for Western. Connor Payne hits the byline. Easy as you like at the back stick for Noah Botic. 5 goals in 5 games. What a week he's had. New contract, Ollie Roos call-up, Connor Payne with the assist. But it was credit to Ben Garuccio's determination in the first place. And Western United lead.
Well, the Harvey Norman replay shows Ben Garuccio there. Fantastic to win the first and then the second ball. As it comes to Connor Payne, he has a little look up and he's got 2 Victory players in front of him. He just takes on his left foot and it's way too easy. Way too easy. Botic drifts off into the back post. Great striker's position. Connor Payne with a wonderful ball in. And it's an easy tap in. And when the defenders were brought out to Connor Payne, they forgot about the attackers in the middle. Noah Botic says, thank you very much. That's 5 in 4 and I'm loving life at the moment.
Might be a chance here brewing though. Kalami. Well, they turned into trouble there, Western United. They're almost made to pay. It is a corner for Victory, which might be their last chance of this opening half. Just the 3rd corner of the game. Chris Economides to deliver. Gary has gone towards the front post. Chapman and Miranda at the back. De Silva to make his run from deeper. Economides and Jamie Young gets a fist to the ball. Brought down by Valupale. Brillante darting in behind, firing it across, too much pace on it. And out it goes for a throw. there we go, half-time, the boos ring out from the home supporters. Understandable frustration. Noah Botic's 5th of the season, his 5th in 5 matches, has given Western the lead. Connor Payne with the assist. Ben Garuccio's determination fashioned it in the first place. Prior to that, Botic had a couple of sighters, nothing too much from Victory at the other end. Their season squarely on the line in the second half. At the break at Amy Park, Melbourne Victory 0, Western United 1. And Melbourne Victory's season, Daniel McBreen, rides you'd fancy on the next 45 minutes. And do you think they'll just go 4-4-2 with Romero and Fornaroli up top?
Well, you think so, wouldn't you? It makes sense. Looks like that's the way it's panning out with the run from Romero and Fornaroli here as well. I also wonder if Tony Popovic at half-time said to a couple of other players, you've got 10 minutes to show me something, and I'm making more changes if it doesn't change, because it was a pretty lacklustre first half. And when you talk about desperation and wanting to move up the table, chances running out, really, it was Western United who really took the bull by the horns there. Garuccio in particular wasn't going to lose a challenge, was he? He was really fired up, and we didn't really see any of that from Victory.
Tony Popovic has withdrawn his captain. It looks as though there's a little bit more fire in the belly as well at Victory at the outset of this second half. And they're going to need every ounce of that. A little crumb of comfort for them, perhaps. Western United have lost twice this season after leading at half-time. They're the only club in the competition to do so. And they will expect a fair bit of pressure from Victory in this second half. And they got a free kick, which Economides delivers now. Guerrier helps it on, and at the back post was Damien De Silva. Get his foot over the top of the ball. Has scored once already, of course, for Victory in the derby. Wales wrestle for the ball with Cadetto, who wins it. Fornaroli gets clear of Imai, or rather Romero, I should say. Cadetto in position, and the ball went behind Economides. Here's Fornaroli, and Dumbia, well, I think Fornaroli saw him coming there and he played for it, but it's certainly a foul.
Yeah, he sucked him right in, didn't he? This is the early exchange with Romero breaking down the left, and pass just goes a little behind and it falls apart there, but as the ball came to Fornaroli, he saw Dumbia coming over his left shoulder, did well, got his body across, and nothing Dumbia could do but go straight through him, and it's a clear foul.
Bruno Fornaroli has said, I'm having this one, I earned the foul, I'm going to take the free kick. Ryan Marchand's there as well, but I don't think anybody's going to take this one off Bruno. Not getting too many chances. He strikes a free kick brilliantly, and Victory are all square. 4 goals in 6 games now for Bruno Fornaroli. And with Victory's season on the line, probably their highest profile player has delivered.
Well, it's a wonderful finish. The Harvey Norman replay will show us Bruno Fornaroli's probably been a frustrated figure again tonight, but that's a wonderful finish. Hasn't probably got the service he would like, but when given the opportunity in a dangerous area, he steps up and delivers what's sorely needed from this Melbourne Victory team. And the club's got top goal scorer wheels away after netting his 5th of the season for the club.
Falabi gets around Risdon, but not Dumbia. Victory corner. And it's been much improved from Tony Popovic's outfit.
Positive play from Falami. The We were on the back foot as well, inside the box.
Chris Economides again to take the corner for Melbourne Victory. And towards that near post area, away by Doumbia. Back in by De Silva. And it'll sit here for Fornaroli, but he just couldn't readjust. And they want the corner. And they're not going to get it.
Maybe this replay will show us a better chance. Is it Leo Lacroix that just pokes it away at the last second?
Fornaroli certainly thought so. Mauricio's intervention. Marchand running the ball back forward to Silva. They will launch it forward, looking for Falami. Weston underneath it. Fornaroli got the better of Doumbia, and the shot flashes just wide of that left-hand upright. But the chances are starting to come for Melbourne Victory, and for him in particular.
He's just playing a little deeper off the front line, isn't he? You see here, he only had one thought, to get to that ball, get it down to his foot and get a strike away. Jamie Young had to be aware. Just faded away across the goal. But they're pressing Victory. They're coming at each other.
Payne for Western. Opted for the cutback. Nobody there. Both teams throwing punches now at either end. Falami creeping forward. Uses Cadete. Partly away by Imai. And it wasn't a bad effort in the end from Fornaroli. Again, coming from that slightly deeper position where he's getting a fair bit of joy.
Well, he's lurking for scraps, isn't he? Every time that ball comes out, it seems to be that dark blue number 10 in waiting.
It's a lovely ball by Kilkenny to pick out Connor Payne. And Prijovic steers it into the bottom corner. What a sensational finish by the Serbian, and Western United lead for the second time in the game. Kilkenny's pass was a peach. Payne's delivery was pinpoint, and Prijovic's finish was precise.
Well, just like that, it swings again. It's all out of nothing, really, but again, we saw it in the first half. Western United having too much space for their strikers in the box. Harvey Norman replay shows Connor Payne brings it down well. He just scoops it into the box. Prijovic, unmarked, tucks it away. And Tony Popovic, the next defender himself, will be looking at his team and saying, what is that for defending? Too easy again.
Cadete. Falami. Lovely ball by Falami. And Romero snatched at it a little bit and put it in the side netting.
Great ball from Falami. Great vision. He's stretching just a little bit. Couldn't get his foot around the ball, Romero.
Cadete bursts through that little gap. Falami. Not good enough to beat Jamie Young. All groans of frustration for the home fans.
Four players centrally as well again. He's got under heavy pressure from Western United defence.
It's well played. Romero. Imai trying to match him stride for stride. Brilliantly defended. Look at that. It's almost as though he scored in the last minute. That's how much it means to Western.
It's a fantastic play. You can see Romero here just looking to drag it back. Uses his body well, such a strong character. Imai.
A couple of late changes for Western. We're going to see Dylan Parias and Steve Lustica. Not just yet. Lockie Wales and Alexander Prijovic, we're told, are the two that are going to be withdrawn. Next break in play. Worked out wide by Fornaroli. Kamau. Ryan Marchand into the last minute of the 90. Miranda. Victory fans pleading for their team to give them some hope. Fornaroli, it'll break kindly for Guerrier. And he accepts the corner, Jason Guerrier, off Kilkenny. They must throw everyone forward, maybe even the goalkeeper, I don't know. Nathan Konstantopoulos to take. Well, he finds Caruccio, back in though by Ryan Marchand, who's only ever scored one senior goal in his entire career. Maybe that's why.
He just stabbed at that one, didn't he? He's trying to put it back towards goal quickly.
You can sense the frustrations of the home fans. Oh, even the ball boys throwing the ball into the face of the players. One or two started to make their way to the exits. This might be their last chance. Slung forward. Imai wins a towering header, and that is full time at Amy Park. High fives all round for Western United. 3 wins on the spin for Johnny Alois's team as they move up to the fringes of the finals race. As they beat Victory for the 4th game in a row, Tony Popovic's team now surely out of finals contention on the back of their 11th loss of the season. And perhaps now their focus has to be just on avoiding a second wooden spoon in 3 seasons. Connor Payne was great tonight. A couple of assists for him. First for Noah Botic in the first half, then for the winner from Alexander Prijovic. Bruno Fornaroli got Victory back on level terms as they started strongly in the second half. But as is so often the case, they couldn't translate that into 3 crucial points. And in the end, they go the way of Western, who are up to 7th, their highest position of the season. Melbourne Victory 1, Western United 2 and finished.